Hey everyone, welcome to Barre class. I am so glad that you're joining me today. We have a really fun class for you today. So my name is Danielle and I love doing Barre because it gives you kind of that feel of being in a dance class or doing exercises that give you those long, lean, strong muscles, but it also is low impact and just a fun, different way to access some of our lower body muscles, our abs, and even our arms. So today's going to be an extra fun class. I've got some new exercises for us utilizing the loop resistance band, mini band, and also a ball. So the equipment you will need is your yoga mat, a chair or wall for support when we get into our barre section. And then if you have a ball or perhaps maybe a rolled up towel or a yoga block and a resistance band, we'll get right into it. So I hope you enjoyed today's class. So for resistance band, the loop or mini band, it is this round band. I use these a lot in these classes. Today, I would suggest a light to medium resistance because we'll be using it in a little different way than some of my other classes. But whatever you have at home is fine. You want to make sure you have a lot of stretch so that you can use it for a lot of different movements. So, and then I mentioned a ball. I have this great fun kind of kickball type thing, but a yoga block or a rolled up towel will be fine as well. We're going to be placing the ball between the knees and also back behind the legs. So anything you can use to hold on to so that you create that resistance, not letting go, is going to work. So let's go ahead and start with our warm up here today. So I want you to find your space, roll out your mat. I've got my chair here handy. You can have a wall, countertop, that is great. You're gonna step nice and wide for me and just take a few deep breaths, rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. Release any tension. Set aside this time to have a little bit of fun. One of the things I love about barre is how playful it is that we get to use these fun pieces of equipment that maybe you don't typically use on a regular basis at the gym. So just enjoy and have a sense of play as we work out that lower body and abs. So we're going to start with a wide stance. We're going to do a little bit of a warm up now, starting to raise the heart rate. So I want you to turn your toes out slightly. Today we're going to utilize our arms, doing some arm swings with movement. But as always, make sure to modify. If anything doesn't feel good on your body, you can always bring hands to the hips, leave your feet flat when we go in releve, or do what you need to do. I'll try my best to call out different variations and modifications. First one is we're going to bend our knees out to the side. Right away, we're going to tuck our hips right underneath, so don't stick the bottom out. And we're just going to tap down on the ground and reach up. So let's go ahead and start that. We're just going to reach it up. So I want you to think about tight core, tap that floor right away, bend those knees out. So right off the bat, you get to choose what level of intensity you would like here. So if you want to keep it very basic and modified, just bring the arms down, maybe not touching the ground, keep it more vertical. Level 2, tap and up. Level 3, let's lift up onto the toes, adding a balance component. So let's do 15 reps here. Join in when you're ready. 15, 14, abs and core are tight. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, make sure you're breathing. Inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Next time you come upright, we're still going to use this vertical arm pattern here. We're going to take our feet about hip width apart now, and we're going to take our hands on either side of our knee, bringing that knee to the chest. So think about crunching in those abs. So you're coming in, pull that ab in. Ready? Let's do this. Here we go. 15, 14, give it lots of energy. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, one more little arm swing, and then we'll continue our warm-up with equipment. Now we're going to take And our legs are going to be stepping out to side. So we're going to do a little lunge out to each side. Good. So I'm not going super, super low. It is quick. We're going to add in that arm component where we swing the arms on either side of that front knee. Do try to find which variation you like. Level 1, keep it high. Level 2, tap that ground. Level 3, lift up and down, right? All right, let's try it for 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, awesome. Once you get up right there, just give yourself a nice little spiral. Letting go, let those arms fly gently around the body. Think of your abs, think of your core, think of your torso here as a pillar of strength. So as we work out, we want to keep this midsection engaged, keep our shoulders and our hips strong and limber as we move through each of our exercises. Everything works together. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to continue our warm-up today with our light to medium band. Today we're going to change it up, placing it right on the ankles, so below the knees. So let's go ahead and do that. Now bands, again, keeping that sense of play, they like to move. So if your band at home rolls up or down or adjust, don't sweat it, just adjust as needed. Know that as long as you have that resistance and you are moving, the band is helping you build that resistance. You're working. So we're going to do fun monster walks front and back with the band at the ankles. So for ease of teaching, I'm going to move front and back. So in your space at home, you can move side to side. You can choose what you want to do. I'm going to have my hands at my shoulder height. I keep my feet about hip width apart. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk forward for 4. I'm going to walk out together, little tap, together, walk out, together, walk out. So that's 4. Let's try this going back to where we started. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more practice round. We're going to step it forward, front, 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 step it back, 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 back. Okay? So we're going to be walking front and back to a count of 4. Now, if you want to make this easier or this is challenging for you, do it just how I demonstrated, keeping it relatively upright, feet maybe just a little wider than hip width apart as you walk. Now, if you want to make it harder, bend those knees very low, keep it low, wider, right? And then walk it back. So I'm going to let you choose. So we're going to walk front and back for 4. And we're going to try that 4 times. So front, back, that's 1. Front, back, that's 2. Front, back, that's 3. Front, back, that's 4. Ready? Here we go. Stomach in. Arms can be at the chest or the hips. And let's walk it front and back. Walk. 2, 3, 4. Walk it back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's round 1. 2, 2, 3, 4. Walk it back. Back, 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 back. Round 2. Walk, 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 and back, 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 back. Last round. Walk, walk. Big step for me. And back, 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 back. Good. All right, keep your wide stance. Good job. Hopefully you're feeling those glutes at home starting to fire up. So next move, we're going to get our balance on one leg. Hands can be out to the side, or perhaps you want to hold on to your wall or chair for support. And we're just going to tap our foot out to the side. Since we have the band on the ankles today, it's not going to go far, just a little baby tap. So we're going to do 15 on this leg, switch, 15 on this leg. So standing nice and tall, that standing leg can be straight. You do not have to bend the knee for this. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Point one foot and let's begin. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, probably feeling that in the hip. Now remember, if this is too intense for you, you can always take off your band, get a lighter resistance. You can do it any way that feels okay for you. Here we go. Side two for 15. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. All right, shake out those hips. We're gonna stretch them here in just a minute. Let's go ahead, one last exercise with the band before we take a stretch and move on to some fun with our ball. So let's go ahead, get our balance again on that first leg, holding on for support if we need it. Sometimes I like to bring my hands out to the side and slightly forward. Point your toe back. Exact same thing, we're gonna lift up for 15. Ready, stomach in, stand nice and tall, little baby move. Let's begin. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring that foot in. Point your other toe so the toe can face the ground. It does not have to turn out unless that works better for your physique. Here we go. We're going to do 15 lifts. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, you can go ahead and remove your band for now. We're going to use it again near the end of class. Set it somewhere close by. And now I invite you to come over to your wall or chair. We're going to take a little stretch for those hips. So take one leg, the leg that's farthest away from your wall, cross it behind the other leg, reach your arm up and stretch. So I want you to think about leaning those hips away from the bar, okay? So giving you rights and lefts cueing here. I have my right foot back, right hand up, and I'm pressing my hips to the right. Good. We're gonna try this on the other side. So come on up, turn around if you're using your chair or wall for support, and we'll do the same thing. Your left foot is going to cross behind your right, left arm reaches up and stretch towards your wall of art. Good. Remember to take a nice big breath in, come back to facing the front if you turned around, and then let's go into a nice hip stretch here. So we're going to take our right leg, we're going to cross it above our left knee, and you're holding on to your wall or chair if you need to, and sit down. You can always, with any of these, test your balance as well. Just know that's just there to offer support if you're working on balance today. Good. And then slowly start to come up, and we'll just switch sides, again turning around if you need to hold on to your wall or chair. Left ankle crosses over right knee and sit down. This whole time you want to breathe nice and smoothly, but also think about engaging those abs and core. Great. All right, we'll go ahead and slowly start to come up. Whenever you're ready, we're going to move on to our bar segment with our chair here. We're going to use our ball, our rolled up towel, whatever you have at home. Grab some water if you like. See, look at my ball. Wants to escape. All right. We'll go ahead, we'll grab our ball, and I've got some really fun activities for us. So whenever you're ready, let's move on to working with that ball. We're going to place the ball right above the knees, okay? So not down there on the calves today, right above our knees. So this is a big ball. Depending on where you're at, it may be bigger or smaller. I want you to have your toes facing forward. Make sure that the seat is tucked under right from the get-go. So if you're like this, then it's probably too much there for you. You can always do your movement without the ball, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. We've got our position. We're going to hold on to our wall. And I just want to start. We've got that seat tucked under, lifting up and down onto the toes on releve. So remember, in barre, we do a lot of things on releve. We work a lot on the tiptoes. That's releve. But if you have any feet challenges, anything like that, you can always leave the releve out, or perhaps bend the knees instead. There's always something that you can do. All right, so we're thinking right now, we're just lifting straight up and down. This is our calf raise. I'll show you from the side, keep going. So we're just getting that burn going on in our calves. We're being mindful of our posture as we lift up and down. Let's go for 10, 9, keep going. 8, you can hold on to your bar or hands out in front. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hopefully you're starting to feel that burn. Let's go ahead, bend your knees. Take that ball with you. We're squeezing the ball the whole time. That is the point of this exercise. All right, level 1, we're going to be pulsing down now. Level 1, you're going to keep your feet flat on the floor. Good. And you're going to tuck that seat under. Level 2, you're going to come up into that releve, really tuck the seat under. So not back here, underneath, and pulse it down. Here we go. So we're going to keep it down low. We never straighten up. Let's go for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Abs are scooped in. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Test your balance. 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to hold down whether feet are flat or in releve. Squeeze your ball. We're going to squeeze it in and out. So take those knees, take those inner thighs, and squeeze in. 15, 14, go at your speed. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, good job. All right, starting to feel those quads. Okay, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna repeat all of this here in a minute, but we're still on the first side, which for me is my right leg. So next, we're gonna take this ball and we're gonna place it underneath of our knees. So under our right leg. So I want you to take the ball, hook onto it with your right foot. This is really tricky. You do the same thing, rolled up towel or yoga block. I like to flex my foot, and I'm going to show you from the side. Really keep it tight. Now, if you lose the ball, you lose your equipment, it's okay. Go ahead and get it, or you can just do this whole exercise without, okay? So here we are. So our first move we're going to do, and this one has levels as well, is I want you to think about hold on to your bar with both hands. All right, so we're going to take the knee in and kick out. Woo. Knee in, kick out. So that's our most basic, level 1 here. Knee in, kick out, okay? So if we want to get a little fancier, the next step is when we bring the knee in, we bend that standing knee and possibly go on releve, on the tiptoe. So we go in, feeling like we're really pulling in our abs, and then out, back to flat. So it would look like this, in and out. So go ahead and see which version works best for you. In, releve, in. You can even keep that foot on releve the whole time. So the idea is we're holding that ball, we're scooping in those abs, in and out. So let's try 15 repetitions on this side, 15 on the other. You ready? Let's begin. Here we go. In and out. That's 1. In and out. 2. In, out. 3. In, out. 4. In, out. 5. In, out. 6. In, out. 7. In, out. 8. In, 9. 10. Hold on to that ball. 11, 12, 13, 14. Woo, I'm losing it. 15. There we go. So that one's tough. All right, shake out your legs. Good. That one is really tough. We're going to try that on the other leg when we switch sides. So just know we'll do this one in just a minute. So let's go back one last time to knees, or I'm sorry, the ball right above our knees. Let's go back to that parallel position. Good. And then we're going to do 2 more exercises with the ball here. So we're in that parallel. One hand can be on the bar, or if you prefer, you can do 2. So for this one, we're going to add a little bit more arms, kind of like we did in the warm-up. So we're going to add an arm swing and a plie. Level 1, your feet are flat on the ground. You add that arm swing. With this one, your hips can go back. So this is different than when we were here under the tuck, right? So swing it down and up. So level 2, you guessed it, we're going to go on the toes. So your choice. You can stay on releve the whole time as we swing up and down, or flat as you bring the arms down, lift as we lift up. All right, so you can do one armed, or if you really want to try your balance today, I'm going to encourage you to come down and up, down and up. All right, so that's the whole thing. There's a lot going on here. Make sure to take your time. You ready? Arm swings for 15. Here we go. Down, up, that's 1, down, up. Make sure you're breathing. 2, 3, use your abs. 4, arms should stay a little forward. Don't go way back here. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, remember you can hold on. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whew. Awesome. All right, we are almost done with side 1 and we're going to repeat all this. Last little bit. What I want you to do is take your outside leg, for me that is my right leg, and flex your foot, lift it out, and we're going to squeeze that ball. See, isn't this one fun? So we're going to go for 15. I'll just count you down. You can go double speed, maybe doing 2 squeezes per number. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Okay, here's a great cue for you to take a sip of water if you like. We're going to repeat all of those using our left leg as the main leg. Some of them don't have lefts or rights, but just good practice to repeat again. All right, so if you're using a chair at home for balance and you'd like to turn it around, you can. You can just listen to my voice. Go ahead, and when you're ready, place that ball above the knees. Once more, toes facing forward. Standing nice and tall, let's go right into it. Calf raises again. If you'd like to get a little fancier with the arms this time, you can take the arm out to the side, second position. We're gonna go for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bend those knees. Now on this one, we tuck that seat under. So this is different than the arm swings we just did. We'll repeat that in a minute. Tuck that bottom underneath. Level 1, feet are flat. Level 2, releve. We're going to pulse it down. Good. Let's breathe. I promise I won't talk as much this time. I'll just count. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down, down, down. And we're gonna squeeze. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. All right, let's take a break there. We're gonna come back to placing it between the knees in a minute. But remember our favorite, hooking the ball under our left leg now. So I'll show you from the side. Once more, knee is gonna kick in and out. You can do this without the ball, that is fine. You really wanna think about though, that heel going towards that glute. So we never kick out, it's just in and up, towards our abs and up. All right, let's do it. Here we go. So remember level 1, flat foot. Good, level 2, bend the knee. Maybe a little releve here. All right, 15 rounds. Let's do it. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, squeeze, 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 4, can't let it go, 3, 2, 1, woo, good job, whoa, surprised I didn't lose the ball that time, you gotta really squeeze hard. All right, last little home stretch. Let's go ahead and place the ball right above the knees once more. Good, now this time, we're gonna do those arm swings where we send the hip back, right? Down and up, level 1, feet flat, level 2, releve on one or both parts of this. One arm can stay with your bar for balance or test that balance. Here we go for 15. Ready? Arms up. Let's go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. All right. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that ball. Stand nice and tall for me. Take your left leg out to the side and let's start to squeeze that ball in for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really good job. All right, let's go ahead and set our ball aside. We're going to use our bar or wall to get a little stretch before we come down and do some new moves with our band on our backs. So go ahead and set your equipment aside except for your wall, your chair, and let's take a stretch. Hold on to your bar, your wall, your chair. Shift those hips back. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Get a lovely stretch for your calves and hamstrings here. Good. Big inhale, exhale. If you'd like, you can release and gently touch the toes. I'm going to face you just for a minute. If this is comfortable for you, hold on to one ankle or shin and reach up with one hand. Gentle twist. You can also do this from that chair, right? Opening the chest. There's always something you can do. And switch. Reach up. Just taking a little extra time to stretch today. Good. Come on up, all the way up. And before we let that chair go, let's take and bend one knee. We're holding on to our bar, hold on to that foot. Get yourself a lovely quad stretch here. If you'd like to try dancer's pose today, Press the foot into the hands and lift. Good. And then let's just try the other side. Bend your knee, hold on to that foot, stretch your quad. Think about pressing the hips forward. Good. Press the foot into your hands. Good. And slowly come down, and one last time, stretch forward to release that low back. Take a big inhale and exhale. Good. And then slowly come up. Okay, everybody, let's grab our band for one more round, working the abs a little bit here. So we're going to do some fun stuff with our band. We're going to start with our band right on our ankles. So get both feet in, right on those ankles. Good. So we're going to start, with working with plank pose. We're going to do some taps, and then we'll come on to our backs. So what I would like for you to do is let's get into a forearm plank today. So down on the forearms. If you can't be in even a forearm plank, I'll show you a different modification here. But what we're going for is drop those hips down. We're down on the forearms, and we're going to tap to each side. So just a nice little tap. If you want to make this more modified, you can come down here and tap your knees, or just hold that plank. All right, so let's find, and if you want to do full plank too, that is completely fine. All right, find your plank. Let's go for 15 taps. Ready? Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax back into child's pose. Good. Awesome. Let's come to seated. And now our band is pretty much where it needs to be, but we're going to put it even a little lower still around our feet. So just take a look here. One foot's going to be down. Don't worry, it's not going to move, but I have it on the arches of my feet, as you can see. So you're going to want to have that tautness on the band, to have your feet about hip width apart so you can feel that resistance. Don't worry, as long as one foot always stays on the ground, your band, will not move. So we're going to come to the middle of our mat on our backs. Keep your knees bent, have that resistance with your feet. Yeah, so you should feel it nice and tight there on your arch. Take your hands behind your head. And then from here, we're going to start with some nice crunches, but just with a band variation. I want you to take your right foot, and you can kind of see it here. Flex that foot, so the band is going to be held here. If you point the toe, you might lose the band. So flex that foot up, and then we're going to pull to the chest. No alternating here, just one leg. So we're going to pull for 20, taking your upper body towards the chest. Modification, you can just take knee to chest, keeping the head, neck, and shoulders down. Challenge, you can take your arms up and over, up and over. Okay, I'll start out with the challenge and then maybe do some of the other variations. Let's count down for 20 and then we'll switch legs. Ready? Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17. So you may not go far. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Let's try that on the other side. So same idea, just flex that foot. As long as your other foot stays down, it's not going anywhere. Pull to the chest and down. Ready? Let's try it. 15, 14, or we did 20 last time, didn't we? Let's do 20. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Place those feet down. Now we're going to do the exact same thing one more time, working our right leg and then our left. But this time we're going to add in a twist. So we're going to take the hands behind the head for this. We're going to twist our left elbow to right knee for 20 times and then switch. Left elbow to your, or right elbow to left knee. Again, if you'd like a little more of a challenge, think of slicing towards that knee, okay? All right, let's start with our right leg. Find your arm position, bring your head, neck, and shoulders up, and let's begin. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's try the other side. Left leg up. And let's begin for 15 or 20. I keep wanting to make it shorter on this side, don't I? 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Come on back to your back. We're going to do one last exercise with our band, and then we'll give a quick stretch, and you'll be on your way. For this last exercise, I invite you to bring the band above your knees on your quads. Okay? All right. So we're going to do scissors. We're going to finish up with that one. It's a lovely Pilates-based exercise. For full scissors, you're going to have your toes pointed, legs are going to be straight. We're going to carve the body up, and we're going to pulse for 2 and pulse for 2, keeping the head, shoulders, neck off the mat. Now, if that's too intense, you're going to lay your head back down, right, as you pulse for 2. And if this is still too intense, maybe making your lower back hurt, bend those knees and just tap, tap. You're still going to get a lot of benefit from holding in that core and getting that added resistance. Okay? All righty. Let's go ahead and do 20 repetitions of your version. I'll show 10 of the more challenging variation and 10 of the easier. Ready? Let's begin. Pulse for 2, 19, 18, 17, 16. It's okay if the band moves. 13, just keep it small. 12, 11, 10, keep going. 9, 8, here's our modification. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's go ahead and take our band off. You'll notice my band rolled a little there at the end. That's completely normal. It's just more of a worry. It's kind of annoying to people. Go ahead and reach the arms up, legs long. Pull your abs in. Take a nice big breath. Good. Wiggle those toes. Make sure to stretch your feet. They get a little more activity in bar than maybe in some other fitness styles. Let's go ahead and bring knees to chest. A little hug. Great. Roll over onto your side. Use your arms to push yourself up. come to a comfortable seat. Bring the soles of the feet together into our bound angle. Sit up nice and tall and gently fold forward. Take a big breath and give yourself a pat on the back for showing up and doing some bar today, working out. Good. Let's go ahead and nice and slow, start to come up. One leg will stay in towards the middle of the body, other leg out, point your toe, and then reach towards that leg. Nice little side stretch. Take a big inhale, and then slowly sweep that arm around, place it behind your hip, and lift up. Yeah, so we're just getting a nice stretch right here. Good. Come on down and let's just switch sides. So one leg in, other leg out, point that toe and stretch over. So important to stretch to prevent soreness, to gain flexibility, and just to calm the mind after activity. I hope you enjoy stretching. I sure do. All right, we're going to take that arm, place it right behind your hip, lift up. Good. Slowly bring the hips down, bring legs out in front, windshield wiper your feet, flex the feet this time and reach towards your toes. Just go where you are comfortable. We'll take 2 breaths here. Good. Let's go ahead and slowly come up. All right, and then sit nice and comfortable. Big inhale, arms up. And exhale, let it go. Relax the shoulders, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Let's give ourselves a little hug, opening our shoulder blades. Relax your neck. Good, and then gentle twist one way. Pull in those abs. And other way. And come back to center. Awesome. You are done for today. Great job. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. I really look forward to seeing you next time for some more bar, some more fun together. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.